CNS High School, and of course we are here at Heritage Hill North on 628 South Main Street, North Syracuse, every month with CNS. We started this just a few weeks ago, but I've been looking for years to find a home for CNS, and this seems to be a really welcoming place. I do know that it can fit the entire team because y'all came out tonight, and I appreciate that. So before we get to our two newest guests, I want the team, show yourselves some love for showing up tonight. Give some round of applause for yourselves. It's good to see that team support. I appreciate that. So, of course, this is Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora and Heritage Hill North. We're proud to be here, and, of course, celebrating the North Stars. I have with me Mia Sotoperez and Ayvah Romano. And so, Mia, I'm going to hand it to you first. What is your favorite part of being on this team and making history this year?
Wow, that's a big question. Man, honestly, I just love like the team in general. Like I thought I was gonna be nervous not knowing as many people on the team, but I felt it was really welcoming, and I don't know, it's just so fun to be like the first team in history to play flag football, especially the girls flag football team, and having to live up to the boys team who played really good. It was just, I don't know, really exciting to be honest.
Yeah, and I just want to let everybody know that this is Celsius. So in case y'all are worried, I'm gonna put it right here. Okay. But Ayvah, for you, and I'm putting it over there because Celsius does not sponsor Wake Up Call. So if they want to, I'll put it back. But for right now, it's gonna go over there. So Ayvah, what is it like for you personally? You just heard what Mia had to say about being a part of history. What does that mean to you, knowing that there will only be a first time for CNS North Stars flag football ever?
Yeah. So I've always wanted to play football. So when I heard that this was a thing, it made me really excited that I would be a part of the first team, because no matter how long this goes on for, everyone will remember the first team. So I feel that was a huge I don't know, it was really cool to be a part of that. So.
And having that part of history, Ayvah, I'm going to go back to you for this. What has been your favorite moment or moments that you can go back to? Personally, first, and then as a team. So what's your favorite personal moment, and then your favorite team moment from this historic first season?
My favorite personal moment was my first touchdown. That was fun. And
we got one clap. Come on now. Can you bring us into that touchdown?
Yeah. I was running a 9 route, and Mia,
the coaching staff is saying no route numbers here. Yeah.
And Mia threw me a perfect ball, and I caught it and sped past them and got a touchdown.
Awesome. Favorite team moment?
Team moment definitely was beating Liverpool. I thought that was a fun team to beat. And it just felt really good afterwards. So, yeah.
Mia, for you, favorite team moment that you have?
Personal moment, honestly, I would say it was getting that medal. I think it was from Fowler the first time we played them, and it was the sportsmanship medal, or little token. I feel like sometimes when you play a sport that you love, it's really hard to not get worked up and to get angry, and just your mindset, your mental state to go down and during the game if you're not seeing things go your way. So keeping your head high and having good sportsmanship for me was, in my opinion, pretty good memory for me getting that. And then team wise, I feel like Big Dip, when we were doing the Big Dip fundraiser, and we were just throwing the football, playing monkey in the middle, and seeing the coaches join in too. It just showed how far our team grew together and became a family. I don't know, I thought that was really nice.
And you heard your teammates speak about the coaching staff. Mia and then Ayvah, tell me something good about this coaching staff that moved from my left to now sitting right in front of me off camera.
Oh man, honestly, I feel like it was scary at first because from my experience with other sports, I did not have the best coaching, and that drove me away from sports. But I wanted to give it another shot, especially because football is my favorite sport. And man, they lived past the expectations I had. Feeling comfortable playing, quarterback being a pretty important position. A lot of pressure on me, but they made me feel very welcome, and they gave me a good playbook to go off of. They made my teammates have very good plays and all that, everything written up well. And, shout out to Marzullo, he was my teacher in 6th grade when I was a little kid. So it was really cool, getting to have the opportunity for him to be a coach with me, for a coach for me as well. Yeah.
Perfect. Ava?
Not only it being us as a team, like our first year doing this is also like our coach's first time like coaching like girls and like flag, I feel like. So it was like they did like a really good job for it being their first time. Like they kept the energy high always. Like it was always just like I would always look forward to going to practice. It was never something I dread, and it was just like, I don't know, it was really fun. So.
Awesome. So this season, looking back on it and all the friendships that you've had, you've heard your teammates talk about who's the funny one, who's the serious one, who will get you out of trouble, who will get you into trouble. Ava, who is the person on the team that you would trust to tell a secret to that would literally live the rest of their lives with that secret? Who's the lockbox?
Oh boy.
I could go with Fee for that.
Okay. All right. And for you, Mia, if that's the secret keeper, who's the one that can't keep a secret to save their lives?
Oh God. I feel like a lot of us on the team would not be able to keep a secret. I wouldn't say we're very serious, but gosh, I'm looking around. I'm trying to figure out who would tell my secret instantly. Honestly, I feel like Cookie. I feel like Elise Cook. I feel like she might go tell Dukes.
Okay.
No hate. No hate.
Mia, you spoke on being the quarterback and how that role, I mean, just by definition, the expectation that is a leader on the team, if not the leader on the team. What have you learned about leadership, and how have you seen your growth through the season?
Well, from the start, having losing a game or having a game not go the way you want it to go, the expectations aren't what you had, and having your mindset kind of start to decrease. And in the beginning of the season, I noticed that I would get my head would go down, and the team, if I'm not helping my teammates bring their energy up, or helping my receivers if they're not having the best game to get to have the confidence that they should have, if I don't do that, in my opinion, I think that they can't rely on me. So I saw that growth in myself, to keep my mental state up during a game, and also with our teammates. Our energy towards the end of the season I thought was fantastic, especially in that Liverpool game. That sideline, we were screaming, we were having fun, but we were also locked in and really, really, really wanting to win that game. So, yeah.
Awesome. Appreciate that. Ava, where did you grow the most this season?
I grew a lot on the field, obviously, around my teammates, but also I feel like off the field, just anytime we were bonding, we just all grew together. We learned from each other, learned from each other's mistakes, and I feel like just the team, I feel like I learned a lot from them.
Awesome. Learning from each other. So it's time to play rapid fire.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Ava, you get to ask me the first question.
I need a second to think.
It's rapid fire.
Your a question to you?
Question for me.
What's your favorite football team?
I'm wearing it on my wrist. So I'm probably going to get boos or silence, but I'm a Jacksonville Jaguar fan. So
I mean, hey, not
one boo and everybody else is like, who, but it's okay. So, proud to be a Jaguars fan. I've been a Jaguars fan since they came into the league in 1995. And I actually cover the Jaguars. God willing, this will be year 14. So I fly to Jacksonville and I fly around the country and cover my favorite team. So, love the guys, appreciate them. Please make the playoffs this year because I know Houston's better and I'm frustrated already. But, who was that? Jets fan? Where are my Jets fans at?
One.
Your head coach. That's your Jets fan. So by a round of applause, Aaron Rodgers, if you believe this, Aaron Rodgers will be the quarterback the whole season. Coach, that's it. Aaron Rodgers will play 2 games. Wow. Somebody yelled out, he will retire. So, all right. I'm hearing all this. So for those of you on YouTube, Facebook, and Podbean around the world, the one that I took out of all the words that I heard were his bones are crackly and old. Man, Aaron Rodgers, poor guy. I will say this though, there are some guys on the team that I covered in college, so I do have a vested interest on Jermaine Johnson II and Sauce Gardner and some of the guys on the Jets. So, Ava, my question for you. All right, well, you know, wing sauce or dipping sauce, that seems to be like a debate all over the place. So if you had to choose one sauce, be it a dipping sauce or a wing sauce, but you had to put this sauce on everything for the rest of your life, what sauce is your go-to?
Buffalo sauce.
Buffalo.
Yeah,
all right.
for sure.
All right, without fail.
Without fail.
Okay, all right, buffalo sauce. Fair enough. Easy answer there. Mia, what's your question for me?
For you?
Yep.
Okay. Who's your favorite player on the Jaguars?
Currently.
Well, currently and all time. Both.
So all-time Fred Taylor and go Gators. But I'm not a Gator fan. It's for my uncle, so stop. So got booze immediately. I heard. So, yeah, Fred Taylor. But Andre Cisco, who played for Syracuse, he is a Jaguar. So I get to do the Cisco Chronicles, so that's been fun to do. And he was up here at the spring game, so it was cool to see him and catch up with him. But I would say besides Cisco, my favorite Jaguar is probably a toss-up between Evan Engram, because him and I both have a very strong faith, and I love our conversations, recorded or not recorded, and Trevor Lawrence, who I refer to as the prettiest Hanson brother. So, but I would say Trevor Lawrence is, you can't, I mean, 6'6" is 6'6", you can't teach that, and I look forward to them signing him to a long-term deal and actually giving us a quarterback of the future so that I don't have to deal with any more change at quarterback. So, Mia, you can respect that at the quarterback position. Mia, my question for you, who is your favorite NFL team and your favorite player?
Okay. My favorite team is the New York Giants.
The New York Giants.
There you go.
So literally, the Bills got 3 claps, the Jets got 1, and the Giants got 1. That's sad. Who's everybody a fan of?
We have a
Steelers?
Chiefs fan here. Oh, so
There's some Steelers. There's some Steelers in here.
I don't have any hate towards the Steelers. So I
Okay.
can't.
Who are the Cowboy? Are there Cowboy fans?
That's me.
All right. Some Cowboy
That's
fans.
my issue.
That's your issue?
Them and the Patriots. I can't
right.
like them.
So you're a Giant fan. Who's your favorite player?
Currently, my favorite player I would say is probably Dexter Lawrence, just because come on, one of the best D tackles in the league.
Yeah.
I also like Adoree Jackson. He's just funny locker room guy. I don't know, seeing clips of him, he's just a funny guy. All-time Giants, weird to say, even though I'm an offensive player, I watched a lot of Giants defense, especially that D-line, you know, with Lawrence Taylor, Michael Strahan, Justin Tugg, Jason Pierre-Paul, all those players were pretty cool. So I don't think I could name one, but one of those guys.
Fair enough. Mia did not say Daniel Jones. So, are you done with Daniel Jones?
I want to see him do good. I do, but honestly, for the amount of money we paid him, I think I really want to see him succeed, and hope that it didn't bite us that bad. But no, I think I am. I think I'm done with Daniel Jones.
All right. Fair enough. Honest answer, Ava. Your last question for me.
Hold on. I need a second.
Okay.
What football player would you want to be for a day?
Oh, okay. So I get to switch lives with this football player?
Yes.
Boy, that's a good question. Never been asked that question. What football player would I change bodies with for the day so I get to be them? Who would I be? Oh man, it's a really interesting question. Trying to figure out who I would pick. I'm running through the NFL in my head right now. I feel like I'd want to be, well, and this is, I'm going to say the name and people are going to think I'm saying somebody I'm not. There's 2 Josh Allens in the NFL. And thanks to the Jaguars' edge rusher, Josh Allen, they don't refer to him as the other Josh Allen because he had, I think, 17 and a half sacks this year, which is the most ever for a Jaguar in a season. I'd like to switch bodies with him for the day because I think I would like, and this is no offense, Mia, I think I would like to be the one that knocks the quarterback down. I think I want to take a couple quarterbacks out in the season, and Josh Allen knows how to do it, and he's a very tenacious player, and he's a strong player, but he's not a dirty player. So I'd probably switch with Josh Allen for the day. All right, Ava, good question. Ava, if you could switch bodies with one of your teammates for the day, which teammate would you want to be for 24 hours?
Probably Avery.
Avery? Okay, why Avery?
I don't know. I feel like she just like, I don't know. I just want to do what she does for a day.
She wants to be you, Avery. What do you do? Hold on, we gotta go out here so you can. Avery, what do you do?
David,
I work out. I work out. I do cheer, and that's pretty much it.
Okay. So Ava wants to be you so she can work out and cheer.
Cheer.
Okay. All right. Mia, what's your last question for me?
man, I'm drawing a blank right now. Trying to think of football-related questions.
Could be anything. Doesn't
I
have to
know,
be
but
football. You want it to be football.
Football's what I know best.
Okay. We'll go with football.
Man, I just can't think. If you could have any player in the NFL go to the Jaguars, any player, who would you want on the Jaguars?
That's a really good question. And there's a lot. There's a lot. I mean, I think the wide receiver core, there's some good in the wide receiver core. I like our running backs. I like our quarterback. So I'd probably have to go to the defensive backs. And I mentioned him before, but I want Sauce Gardner on my team. I want Sauce to be one of the island guys for me. So I'd bring Sauce onto the team probably. I'd say that. You know, there's some rookies I circled paying attention to, like Dallas Turner and a few guys out there. So maybe steal some of those guys away, but probably Sauce. And in all honesty, I want Calais Campbell back because I interviewed Calais. I spent time with him off the air. He's a really nice guy, humble guy, kind. You would never know he was a football player if you saw him out anywhere. So he's just a really, really good dude, and I don't know why we let him go, so I'm kind of sad about that. I'm not sad about Yannick Ngakoue or Marcel Darius or Telvin Smith or Jalen Ramsey because being in that locker room, I said 2 to 3 years ahead of time that they were all problems. So I'm happy that they're not there, I know people like Jalen Ramsey, but I am not a fan. So, my final question for you, Mia. You said football is what you know best, so we're going to stick with football. As a quarterback, if you could throw to any NFL wide receiver in the Super Bowl for the game-winning touchdown, who is the receiver that you're going to look for in the end zone to take home a ring?
All time.
All time, yeah.
For me, that's like an easy answer.
Okay.
Larry Fitzgerald, because
Fitz, okay.
he has never dropped a ball. He didn't not drop a ball, I don't think.
He has good
games.
I can't remember a time that he's dropped the ball.
I think either Larry Fitzgerald, if it's like wide open, I mean, you could say honestly anybody with speed.
Yeah.
But if it's like Hail Mary, you got everybody in the end zone. Him, Calvin Johnson would probably, or no, not Antonio Brown. Not Antonio Brown.
Who said Antonio Brown?
The Steelers fan.
Oh my goodness. You should know better as a Steelers fan.
No.
Wow.
Or AJ Green, because he had like a lot of last-minute catches in the end zone.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
One
Those are
of
good.
those guys.
Those are good answers. I like that you mentioned Megatron.
Yeah,
I do like
absolutely.
that you said, because he left too early.
Oh, absolutely.
So for Mia Sotoperez, as well as Ayvah Romano, myself, Dan Tortora, CNS Girls Flag Football here with the North Stars at Heritage Hill North, 628 South Main Street, North Syracuse. We got the coaching staff special coming up next. But before we do that, Ayvah, Mia, please give them a round of applause.